Today's shoe is the Teva Hurricane XLT2. And I love Teva. I love the Hurricane XLT2. I have had the one on the pink for 2 years. This one I just bought and just got in the mail yesterday. So I want to talk about the Hurricane itself because it's just a fantastic shoe. But first I'm going to talk about the sizing because that's like the obvious thing you can see here. When I got these shoes, the first time, I had gone on vacation. I was wearing a pair of Skechers that I thought were really comfortable, but I was slipping in them. I had gotten my foot wet, not like in the water, but I just was happened to be wet. We were doing things for whatever reason. I was nearby a puddle or something, and I had slipped in these shoes twice while on vacation, and it was painful. So I got mad at them and threw them away, and decided I had to have a better pair of shoes. And I happened to be at Appalachian Running Company over in Mechanicsburg, and I saw my first pair of Tevas, checked them out, I was like, oh, I'm in love, and so I bought them, and they had a 9, which I thought was the right size for me, and they are good shoe, but you can see this is the 9 that I bought, and I've always felt like they were a little bit big on my foot. You can see where my toes hit, like right under the line there, and that's all the way to the back there. Like I sit inside the heel well, not too far back, and when I'm just kind of sitting like that's, if I just put my foot down like that, you can see that there's quite a bit of room in the end, right? But when I stand up and I start walking, it kind of fills in a little bit better, but it still always felt just a little bit long. So this time when I ordered a new pair, I went ahead and ordered the 8. The 8 seems to fit really well, but I mean, it's right there, and when I'm walking around, you know, I'm right at the tip there and right on the edge in the back. Like I said, it could almost be a perfect fit, or it's just a little bit small. My bigger concern is right here and here, because I feel it more like it's rubbing here, and I don't feel it over here. They shouldn't be wider. It's just an 8 versus a 9. They don't make them in. I don't think they make them in wide, but I can definitely feel it. And I've adjusted this part here, like if it should just be looser, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, I haven't quite decided if I'm keeping these or returning them yet. So I gotta make sure that that's right. That's my only concern. I really, really, really wish that they made these in a half size. They do not. So here's the difference. If you look at them side by side, straight up and down, and you can see that's an 8 to a 9, and it's a pretty good difference. It would be nice if they had it in a half size. The other weird thing about it is that, like, I don't know what this is. I rubbed something. But, like the strap on this comes to right here, right? That's the 8. There shouldn't be a difference in the strap on an 8 and a 9. But the strap on the 9, when I pull it tight, is like way down here. I'm going, why is that? It's always been like that. I don't understand why they did that. They made this extra long on the 9. Anyway, so that's the size thing. So if your feet are somewhere in between there, you just have to decide what you're doing. It's hard to find them in the stores to actually try on, at least where I live. The stores around here, even if they carry Teva, they only have 1 or 2 types at best. And, you know, that doesn't, and they certainly don't have different colors. So I end up so many times ordering shoes and deciding if I like them or not and then returning them. That's what we're doing today, is seeing if they fit right or not. Now, about the shoes themselves, I love them. I have always loved them for the last 2 years, and I think they're going to last forever and ever. Oops. But, so, you'll find all kinds of online reviews about them. They are solid. That's all I'm not going to give you all the technical stuff. I don't know any of the technical stuff. It's got decent arch support. I mean, I wouldn't say like really, really great arch support, but it's better than a flat sandal, certainly. Decent arch support, and it really kind of fits to your foot. This rubber here, I have never felt like I was going to slip ever. I feel really solid anywhere. The inside is not a material at all. It's another rubber of some kind, and they call it EP something, I don't know. Whatever. It's example, my husband has a different pair of Skechers open toe sandals, and they have like a Memory foam, that's what it is. He's got a memory foam inside of his. Anyway, that stuff wears down. Like he's worn through the fabric there and the memory foam itself. So he's got like a hole here and a hole there. He needs to replace them. These are never going to get worn down. It's just so well made, and they got a little heft to them. They feel heavier than you would think. I'm not saying they're heavy. They're not. They're sandal. They're lightweight, but heavier than you would think. I feel supported. How's that? I feel supported and stable. And they have, like I said, the slight arch here. This rubber or foam, whatever it is, you kind of sink into it. It's not soft, but there's a little give to it, so your body kind of sits into it correctly. And this stuff here, super strong. Like, I would worry about Velcro sometimes, but I've never worried about these coming loose ever. And even though these little pieces here are plastic, they're just so well made. Everything just kind of connects to it in a way that even my klutzy self cannot ruin these shoes. I think the only thing that's ever happened in the 2 years is slight cracks around the edges. I really feel like I'm going to have these things for 5 to 10 years without any problem. I just wanted to get a new color and try a new size. And that's what I did with the green ones. So if you're looking for a good solid shoe, I highly recommend the Hurricane XLT2. And I've tried on some other Tevas. I just haven't bought any different ones yet. We'll see if I change out and get an extra pair or not. So sandals wise, these are my go-to. Love them. Oh, and they run about $75. I think that's the same that they still do now as they did back then.